I want to tell you about the show that we're going to have in June. It's going to open on June 9th. We're going to have a reception, and we encourage you to come. It's going to be from 4 to 7 that night with refreshments. And the show will be up until June 30th at the Barnes Franklin Gallery. The students have worked all semester to produce the body of work that they'll be showing, and I'm really excited about it.
In my series of paintings, I've been doing still lifes and portraits mostly, and I've been kind of investigating color and light. And I think the more that you notice and the more that you observe, the better your work comes out, because maybe you just have to kind of take a closer look at things sometimes, because your mind kind of convinces you it looks different than it really does, you know, so you have to take a closer look. And that's what my theme's really been about.
The woman figures that are portrayed, they're very insecure, but during the end of the series, they become more free and confident, and they feel good about themselves. And you can see that in the colors and the darkness of the colors or the brightness of the colors. You can see the confidence, how it progresses throughout the series.
An idea of the natural decomposition of wood once it has been lit on fire and has been burning for quite some time. So I would go and draw some wood that was burning in my fireplace, and right before it started to crumble, I would go and etch it down on a piece of paper so that, you know, I'd have it trapped in time.
Eleni Gavrilis, and she has a very unique approach to the portrait. And she didn't want to do traditional portraits. And she was trying to change the area of herself that she painted. And along the way, she's come up with some really exciting painting techniques. She's really been playing around with the paint and finding her way.
My aim was to look at nature closely, look at things that are, you know, overseen usually in everyday life, and replicate all that work and put it into my art. The problem with that is not much you can do with it, especially when you try to focus too closely into it. My art, most of it became abstract, which I wasn't aiming for that, and I started looking at patterns in nature.
And she really enjoys painting flowers. And I was really impressed because I saw she could have one flower in front of her, or a photograph of one flower, and she can imagine how it will look from different angles. So she is inspired by one, and then from it, she can create a whole arrangement.
The sort of same scene can look so different from one season to another. And I chose watercolor. I like the spontaneity of it, how quick. I mean, you have to sometimes struggle, you know, with the medium. That struggle can be actually quite fun.
Most of my artwork throughout the years always seemed to come back to this one particular barn. So I decided to go into more detail, but when I put it next to each other, it somehow tied together, and I decided to just do one with just the ink and one with watercolor, so it gives it a, you can see what I was seeing kind of that day or during that time.
Minna wanted to focus on some aspects of cultures she's been introduced to through her folks. And there are fruits, that's from the celebration of the Chinese New Year, and there's some Japanese origami. And what I've loved most about her work is the brushstrokes and the very painterly way that she expresses herself in oils.
Looking at them all together kind of starts to paint a story, because I have a small figure in each drawing, and it's kind of like this figure is moving from one place to the next, experiencing new things as they move. And I wanted, like, the person viewing this to like put themselves in the figure's shoes.
Jerry's a deep thinker, okay, and he's very serious about his work. And when he uses color, that just comes, okay? He's one of those people that seems to be a natural colorist. Okay? Doesn't need to be as much deep thought, it's just like second nature. So I'm really happy to see him exploring color, and I think that his self-portraits are a good way to go.
I just kind of wanted to like try to illustrate a world, whether it's the real world or something I have in my head. And I decided to do it in watercolor. Colors can kind of mix and blend together in unexpected ways. And you can like see like unexpected patterns, and I find that really cool.